Are you worried that AI is changing the legal profession faster than your firm can keep up? Every week, your clients' expectations are being shaped by tech driven firms, and it's getting harder to compete if you're still relying on old systems. They know that AI is the next big thing, and they'll be expecting you to be leveraging it. In this video, I'm going to show you 5 practical, actionable ways to stay ahead, because the only thing riskier than trying something new is refusing to change. Coming up in this video, you're going to learn 3 essential things every solo and small firm lawyer needs to know right now to stay competitive in an AI-driven legal landscape. First, which specific AI tools and technologies are actually useful for solo and small firm practices, so you don't waste time chasing hype or trying tools that don't fit your firm. Second, how to use AI ethically and responsibly so you can take advantage of these innovations without compromising your professional standards or client trust. And third, what practical steps you can take starting today to begin integrating AI into your practice without disrupting what already works. There's a quiet arms race happening in the legal world right now. And it's not over who has the biggest team or the flashiest office, but over something way harder to compete with: speed, consistency, and adaptability. Today, the firms that thrive aren't always the ones with the most experience. They're the ones who can respond faster, serve more efficiently, and evolve quickly. And the biggest driver behind that change today? AI. This isn't about the future, it's about now. AI isn't coming, it's already here on the playing field. And if you're not adapting to it, you're already competing against firms that are using it to deliver faster results, automate follow up, and appear more responsive, often at a lower cost. So, how do you stay in the game without burning yourself out trying to keep up manually? Let's dive into the 5 ways. Number 1, use AI as your legal research co counsel. AI can now analyze, summarize, and interpret case law at a speed and depth that gives solo lawyers the edge to compete with bigger firms if you use the right platforms. Tools like CoCounsel or Harvey can surface insights, highlight patterns, and help you stay ahead of legal developments without spending hours digging through casebooks. This isn't about cutting corners, it's about sharpening your thinking. These tools save you hours and boost your accuracy. They can also help you compete with larger firms that have a team of associates and paralegals to do research and writing. Next tip, use AI to enhance written advocacy and drafting quality. AI-powered legal writing tools like Spellbook, Brief Catch, or ClearBrief help you draft stronger, clearer, and more persuasive documents. These aren't just typing assistants, they help you think better on the page. You'll catch weaknesses in your arguments, improve readability, and deliver a more polished final product that reflects well on your firm. You can also use generative AI platforms like ChatGPT, Claude, and Copilot to review drafts of briefs, letters, motion memos, and the like, and provide revisions that can make better, more cogent arguments and explain things in a more persuasive way. Third tip, use AI for better client communication and education. Clients don't want just answers, they want to feel understood. AI can help you create simple, easy to read summaries of legal documents or case updates. You can even use tools like LawDroid to generate responses to common client questions. There are apps now for your phone that'll record client meetings and not only provide a transcript, but a summary of the conversation with a list of action items. Imagine concluding a client meeting, then immediately sending them a confirming email with a detailed summary of what was said and the task moving forward. That will definitely make them feel understood. My internet phone provider has a feature where it records a phone conversation, creates a transcript, then a summary with action items. So this would be great for client calls as well as phone consultations. You don't have to take notes, but you'll have a clear record of what was discussed and what you said in case there are any issues later. Just be sure to make the proper disclosures that you're recording. This keeps clients informed, you sane, and your service consistent, even during your busiest weeks. Fourth tip, use AI to improve discovery review. You probably heard the expression used when it comes to document production and discovery, back up the truck. These days, it's more electronic, so they might not bury you in paper, but they will flood you with lengthy PDFs to review. Instead of having you, an associate, or a paralegal slog through every page of every document, AI can review and summarize them for you. You can then use that summary to identify the most important documents and drill down in those to get to the important stuff quickly. This also works outside of litigation. AI can review and summarize lengthy contracts or other legal documents. It can also look at two drafts and point out the differences. Talk about a time saver. And finally, tip number 5, position yourself as an AI competent, human centered lawyer. You don't have to act like AI doesn't exist, own it. Let your clients know you use cutting edge tools to deliver faster, more thorough service, but that every decision is still made with your legal judgment, your ethics, and your experience. Discuss this in your legal marketing, such as your website. Be sure to put it in client correspondence and, more importantly, your retainer agreements, so that clients can know how you use AI in your representation and consent to its use intelligently. That mix, tech smart and people first, is exactly what builds trust and attracts clients who want modern solutions as well as personal care. So now you know the 5 ways to thrive in today's AI driven legal world. But here's the thing, knowing what to do is only the first step. The next challenge is figuring out how to actually implement these tools in your firm without creating chaos. If you're ready to start using generative AI in your practice, but you're not sure where to begin, I've got something that will make it a whole lot easier. I put together a free 30-minute on-demand video primer that walks you through the nuts and bolts of using generative AI effectively in a law firm. I cover how to write better prompts and how to get more reliable results. But not just that, I'll show you step by step how to apply AI in 3 real world legal scenarios. There's also a written guide that goes along with it so you can review the prompts and the outputs as you go. Just click the link in the description to get instant access. You can watch it anytime on your own schedule.